Hello friends, welcome back to Liz's Reading Corner, or welcome if you're new here. I'm Liz and I like books, and this is Bookmas Day 10. I can't believe we're at Day 10 already. That is wild to me, just how fast this is going, just how fast this month is going, oh my lord. So, like before, I'll read through the prompts and we'll spin the wheel and we'll see what we're reading today. So, my prompt for Day 10 is a retelling of a Christmas classic, and I chose The Last of the Spirits. And ChatGPT, a horror story involving ancient winter myths or folklore, and ChatGPT chose Dark Matter by Michelle Paver. Ever since reading The Haunting of Blackwood House, I have been really wanting to get back into horror, and I have a feeling that once this is done, I'm probably going to be reading a lot of horror because I'm just craving it right now. Anyway, we'll spin the wheel and we'll see what we're reading. Alright, we're reading The Last of the Spirits. I can't find this at the library or on Libby, and I kind of don't want to pay for it. So, I might see if it's on Spotify. I may actually listen to, wild as it is, I may actually listen to the audiobook for this one, and we'll see how that goes. We'll see how it goes. I'll be back. I have finished The Last of the Spirits by Priestley. I actually listened to this through Spotify. So we have a Spotify, we pay for Spotify. And turns out you can listen to, I think it was like maybe 15 hours a month on Spotify if you have Spotify Premium. And so in the spirit of not having to buy books, because I try really hard not to buy books, like I've said before, if I don't think I'm going to read them again, I got to listen to this on Spotify, and this is the first time actually that I've listened to an audiobook that didn't, and it could be because of the story, but it didn't give me secondhand embarrassment. I'm really bad for like secondhand embarrassment. So if I'm listening to an audiobook and they're doing like the fake voices and fake accents, and it's too much, it gets too much for me, and I just cringe so bad, and I can't do audiobooks a lot of the time. This is the first time I've actually successfully listened to an audiobook, so that's interesting. I got a lot of cleaning done while I was listening to it, and it could help that I love the story. So this is basically a retelling of A Christmas Carol, but with like a little twist. So it's not specifically following like Ebenezer Scrooge's story. It is, but it isn't. This actually follows the story of Sam and Lizzie instead of Ebenezer Scrooge, and basically how they came to be on the street, or how they come to know Ebenezer Scrooge, how they come to be on the streets, how they orphaned, and just basically like their happy ending, because it's not A Christmas Carol without a happy ending. And so this is middle grade fiction, and it actually was really nice. It was such a cute little cozy read, and it was really nice to just have a Christmas book that is not full of infidelity and stupid adult crap. And which, like, it's a children's book, it's not going to have that, but it was just after reading 3 books of awful Christmas stories, it was nice to get just a really good Christmas story. And like I said, it could help that A Christmas Carol is like my favorite story. I've never actually read the story, I don't think, but I am obsessed with the movies, specifically, and this is me showing my age, A Muppet Christmas Carol. I love the Muppets so much, and A Muppet Christmas Carol is like my favorite Muppets movie. It's my favorite Christmas movie. It's just like up there. It's amazing. I love it so much. So that definitely helped that this was a retelling of like one of my favorite Christmas stories. I absolutely adored it, and I didn't think I was in the mood for like reading a middle grade fiction or like children's book, but I actually really want to get this book now, and I want to read it with my son because I think he would love this book too. So yeah, finally got a good Christmas book, finally, And now I've got a decent read after like 3 days of not being impressed, or more than 3 days. After a few days, I should say, of not being impressed. So I gave this one 4 stars. Probably if I'd read it myself, would have given it 5 stars, potentially. You know what? No, let's give it 5 stars. I'm going to give this one 5 stars. I loved this book. It was so cute. It was so cozy. It's perfect for kids. It's a perfect Christmas story for kids, especially if they're like in that middle grade-ish or just before. So my son's 7, and it would be perfect for him. So, yeah, it's like just that perfect, nice Christmas book. There is a scene where they describe a hanging, which is a little bit graphic. So if you have a very sensitive child, it might be a little bit much, but otherwise it's just so, it's like your Christmas. It's your typical A Christmas Carol, basically. So yeah, have you read this book? What did you think of it? What would you have chosen for these prompts? Because as always, I would love to know what you would have chosen for these prompts. If you like what I do here, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow for another day of Bookmas. Bye.